Thank you for the invitation. The title of this panel shouldn't be more important, I would say, although at the same time it's very difficult to elaborate because we are talking about sustainable finance in one hand and uncertainty on the other. So it's two opposite things. And picking up from what the alternate minister said, I mean, we know we are getting into, we are already in a perfect storm, and still we haven't reached the center of the storm. When it comes to the businesses, it's obvious that, well, when it comes to the economy, and according to the books, obviously there is a tightening of the monetary policy, which means that for the businesses, the money will become extremely expensive. So it's not only the interest rates that will by far be more expensive. At least I can foresee that in the US, the interest rate will reach 5%. And I mean, everybody has read that within the Eurozone, it will be around 3% or more. So it's not only the interest rates on the debt side, but it's also the interest rates, but it's also, excuse me, more expensive is going to be the equity, which is an essential part of every long-term investment. So I think what we are trying to do is, first of all, it's a big bet for the business, for the companies, the current period, and I believe that it's what they should do is to start building on capacity on one hand, but also maintain liquidity given the increased working capital demands. And if we stay on the side of building capacity, because always in the business cycle when you're going on the negative side, building capacity is a very good bet to take. What we should do, and what we are doing from our part, is to at least to have financial instruments that they are subsidizing the cost of money. For example, on one hand, within the Hellenic Development Bank, which Ms. Hadjipetrou will elaborate more, we have programs that they are offering not only risk coverage, meaning guarantee products, and we are planning for 2023 more targeted guarantee products, like for green investments, for digital investments. But we also have programs that they're reducing, that they are lowering the cost of money to the companies. So we have programs that they're subsidizing the interest rate of the bank loans, meaning that at the end, the company is paying, let's say, by far less in this type of expenses. So that's the Hellenic Development Bank on one hand. On the other hand, what we are trying to do is to support the equity side of the equation. The Recovery Fund, for example, is providing grants and loans. What is missing is the equity. And as I said, equity is going to be by far more expensive now because it's very difficult to raise private equity, as investors have the option to keep their money in the bank, assuming that they will have a significant and a satisfactory return. So what we are doing is supporting the equity business in Greece, supporting the equity provision through the Hellenic Bank for investments, and I guess Mr. Labropoulos will also elaborate. And with this, we are trying to set the foundation within this crisis, together with the subsidies of the new programming period of the structural funds, to set the foundations that businesses can renew their production asset, can build capacity, so at least to be ready that when the cycle will turn again, to be well prepared and, let's say, harvest the benefits of the upside. So